All right. Welcome to the very first episode of Excuse Our Banter. I am one of two amazing hosts, Donald, or you can call me G, whatever it may be.
I am Sammy, all the way across the pond from Mr. G in the UK.
The one and only Sammy. Cut and clean to the point. Speaking across the pond, I am actually over here in the great USA, and Sammy is in the UK. So I guess you would say he's a brother from another mother. You know, we got one from the UK and one from America. So this is basically a podcast where me and Sammy sit down and we just shoot the breeze, shoot the shit, and have some fun and give our two perspectives because we come from two different walks of life, right? I'm a little older than him. He's a little younger than me. So we're going to shed some light on some really cool topics, some really cool perspectives. We're just going to have some fun, and hopefully you guys have some fun with us. We're going to be talking about a range, a plethora, a cornucopia of topics, ranging from relationships, romance, love, whether it's something going on social media, whether it's a TV show, video game. I love anime. He loves anime. So we have so much to talk about. I know a lot of you guys out there. I know you're sitting in your chair right now and you're going, oh, me too. Me too. I know a lot of you guys love anime and binge watching TV shows, Netflix. So we're here. Food, anime, social events, all that good stuff. We're here to talk about it. And I hope you guys are going to have some fun with us.
Yeah, we love that shit. Absolutely enjoy it.
Exactly. But let's jump into it. How was your week? What have you been up to?
Good, man. I've been moving out and it's been a bit of stress. I don't know how people do it when people move into a new place. Like, I can't do it in one. It's tough. It's tough.
It is tough. It is tough. I hate moving from the bottom of my heart. I don't know one person that loves moving. I think the majority of people like the idea of moving. Like when you get to the place and you sit down, you're like, you look around and all your furniture is where it needs to be. But man, the act of moving is draining mentally and physically.
I'm doing it solo dolo with my little well, it's not rinky dinky car. It's a pretty nice car. It's got tons of room in the back. It's tough because my significant other is not here yet, and she's not here to see everything moved in. So when she is here, she'll see everything done. But in the process, I'll get no help. I mean, it's just gonna be me, grafting, working all the shit, and then she comes home to a nice, beautiful, set up house, clean. Everything's there, amenities, toilet paper, toothbrush, everything's gonna be there, and she's gonna enjoy that. That's fucking.
So she gets to walk in and be like, "Oh, everything's done, good to go."
Yeah, imagine how lucky you're gonna be. Imagine being a woman. How nice it must be. The man does everything. You just sit down.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. I'll do this heavy lifting.
She comes in and you're sitting there just sweating, heaving and hoeing, just on the ground. She's like, "You did great, honey."
You know what it's like moving a fucking sofa by yourself?
Wait, you don't have like any friends, anybody that can help you, any family?
At the time I was getting like a sofa, I had no friends available. It's me, myself, and I was working, just stuffing that in my car. Whew, got it in, fit in, and then taking it home, then squeezing it through a door. You know how hard it is to squeeze like a 3-person sofa through a door?
Bro, I feel your pain. I have moved a couple of times in the past years, and moving, I'll tell you one thing, you do not realize how much shit you have until you move.
But that isn't even the cake of it, right? Imagine you're moving this sofa. You're like, damn, I just got a sofa. I got it for free. It was a hand-me-down from an app I use. It's called Olio. So it's like people who like want to give away their sofas and shit for free. And I thought that's awesome. Grabbed it. Cool. Got it. Took it home. Went through the door, down my stairs, and it doesn't get
fit
out. It doesn't get out of the stairs. It just can't go past to where my room is, where my apartment is. I can't get it in.
Wait,
it just wouldn't fit.
It's not one of the sofas you like take apart, right?
No, it's a full on set up sofa.
What about a balcony?
I don't have a balcony. I live in the basement of a house, and
you're done for.
I'm done for. The thing is, there was a stupid half wall. Can't fit it over, and oh my god, imagine my face. I'm sweating. I got this sofa in my hands. I'm like, oh, it's not going in, and I'm like, no.
It's just struggling.
I'm just crying and laughing at the same time, and then I get upset and I just put the sofa in front of my house so someone can take it. Right, but that was so upsetting, dude. So upsetting.
Honestly, for me, one lesson I've learned about moving is I know a lot of people are gonna like it. Unless you're moving to somewhere where you plan to stay for years, live simple. You might want to buy the biggest, most illustrious bed, a California king size mattress, huge bed frame, a huge gigantic sofa, the whole family set, entertainment center. It's all well and it's all great and fun until you start moving. You have to buy stuff that you can break down and move.
Oh yeah, I was thinking IKEA is going to be a savior,
bro. Yes,
it's tough.
Yes. So yeah, IKEA, have you tried their food?
IKEA food? Oh yeah. Oh, meatballs. Oh my god.
So they're actually good. I remember somebody came to me like, "Yo, IKEA food's good. Let's go." And I was like, "IKEA? Talking about the same place I'm thinking about? The furniture, food." Went there and it was actually really good. Really good.
I love when you eat they have nice gravy on that fucking on the sweet balls, the meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
The jam that they give you, I think it's a cranberry jam or something. And it's so good. It's so sweet, and the flavors. It just complements each other.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's good.
I come from an Asian background, and for me, spiciness is flavor, right? But I've never had such a nice, just nice flavor without spice from any kind of restaurant other than that. It's just been so good just to eat something that's not spicy, very flavorful and sweet, and it tastes good. I've never had that before.
Exactly. IKEA, the place that won't disappoint with the furniture or food.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a lifesaver. If I'm so grateful for fucking IKEA. If it wasn't for IKEA, we wouldn't be. There's I don't even know. Flat pack stuff is just so good because you can buy flat pack stuff and then build it in your room, and it's just so good.
I will say one thing about IKEA though is, bro, you get a desk. It's like a normal simple desk, nothing fancy. You get the pieces, right? The main pieces, the wood, and then you open the brochure, you see the count, the piece count. It's like 200 plus screws. The little thingamajiggies you got to put in, you screw them into that they hold the board together. That is a headache in itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, right? It's kind of therapeutic. I initially when I was a big boy and I got IKEA furniture for myself, I was in a flat share with some of my friends for university, and we all went together and we basically just built it together. We made it in parts, right? So each of them had a page where they were doing a drawer, and they were doing etc. So one person builds the main thing and one person builds the drawers and all that kind of stuff. It was therapeutic. It was good. It was fun. I liked it.
I like it. I dig it. Yeah, man. Well, you got all the stuff moved in. Congrats on your move.
Not all the stuff, man. I wish it was all the stuff. It's I'm 30 to 40% now. I'm gonna say there's still tons of stuff, man. I gotta move so much stuff.
Don't you wish you could just pay somebody to move your stuff?
I wish, but nowadays I'm I don't even want to spend a dime.
Yeah, man. That's one of my dreams. One day to have the money where I can actually pay someone. Just I don't even need it. Just the thought I've been all right, here's all my stuff. Box it up, label it, unload it. I'm done. The move's gonna be clean and simple. I want to do that for some reason. I think that'd be really cool.
So you're saying, hey, it's a problem. Let me throw money at it. Problem is solved. That problem is solved.
Let me just make it rain real quick. No, but it would just be nice. I despise moving, so it'd be great to have anything that makes it easier, man. I mean, there's companies out there for a reason.
No, I agree with you 100%. It'll be nice.
It would.
I don't know how people do it, man. Either I'm really unfit, or people are just fitter than me.
You're tired, huh? You're tired.
Yeah, I'm
no, bro.
I'm heaving. I'm ugh.
It's moving, bro. Moving itself is mentally and physically draining.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish it on my enemy, but if my enemy wants to help me out, I wouldn't mind it, to be honest, at this point.
Just a little parlay, a little truce, just to help you get it done.
Yeah, honestly,
man.
at the end of the day, moving is tough. If you want to get it done, have some mates. Don't be a loner. I was alone at the time. But yeah, I'm probably going to get some friends now because they started to offer, like, once I started to tell them, they're like, hey, I don't mind helping you out. So luckily they're going to help me out. And
that would have been I would have done that before I started moving. I would have reached out to a couple people and be like, hey, bro, you trying to help me move?
You know, it didn't cross my mind. I won't be honest. I'm in the mindset when I got to get shit done, I'm just going to do it. I don't want to ask for help. I just want to do it. So now that, like, I've told people, like, man, it's tough. They're like, oh, damn, I would have helped you. And I'm like, oh, thank God you've said this. Because now I'm like, I'm fully going to use your, like, word on you.
Oh, 100%.
Get your free labor. You know?
Yeah, don't back out now. You promise.
Don't back out now when you got to heave a fucking cupboard down the fucking stairs. So, you know what? It's tough. I'm estimating about 2 weeks and I'll be fully done. But yes, because I'm working as well, it's gonna be a bit yikes.
Almost there. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, man. But there is a question I want to pose to you, and I know me and you were both talking about this previously. Mm-hmm. Do you live to work or do you work to live? And I think this is a really dope, pretty in-depth question that I think a lot of people don't think about, right? I don't know if I want to call myself an overthinker, but I think about life all the time. I
want to start off with just saying that moving is 10 times harder, not because, like, the logistics of it is harder because I have to dedicate so much time to work, and then I only have this small amount of time after 6 p.m. to actually move in the weekday. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I want to start off with that. It's time consuming. That shit takes time.
Put that in the pros, the cons category. We'll make a chart right here. No, but I agree. What are your thoughts on that, man? I know you shared about the whole moving thing. I think you're probably talking about work-life balance, right? That's a huge one when it comes to work. But what's your answer for that?
So for me, in the end of the day, you have to work, otherwise you can't live. And that's the issue. So you're living to essentially work to support your life, rather than, I'm working, I'm having a fun job. I don't know. There's probably some people that really enjoy their job and that's their, like, dream. Like, I can't imagine for an artist to get a job and they're really, like, having fun doing it. They love it. That's their thing. That's their shtick. It's easy for them. It's fun for them, and they don't have to spend so much time on it if they don't want to. They can take a break. But me, who works a full-time job, just sitting at a desk doing logistics work on my fucking computer, typing away, that shit is boring. It's tiresome, and it's lifeless right now.
Yeah. So I guess you would say, So I guess you would say, in your category, right now in the phase of your life, you live to work.
I am currently living to work.
Yeah. And to kind of clear that up, with somebody sitting there thinking, like, what do you mean by live to work? This is my idea of what live to work means. You wake up, you go to your 9 to 5, right? You come home, you spend a little time with your family, you eat, you go to the gym, you do it. You have like 3 to 4 hours left of your day. You go to sleep and rinse and repeat, right? And you just do this over and over and over and over, right? Which is nothing wrong. Like, everybody has a 9 to 5. Like Sammy said, some people have careers that they love to bomb their hearts, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean by look at it like this. Like, you start. Okay, so in your morning, what time do you wake up?
I used to wake up around 8
a.m. Right? 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Okay, sure. Let's say for me, right, I wake up 7 a.m. to work for a 9 o'clock job. So that means I'm doing a shower, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm doing all my morning routine. It takes about an hour, and then maybe breakfast if I get time. So that's like 2 hours dedicated to just like setting up for work. And breakfast is energy, so you need that. And then you're working from 9 all the way till 5, and you only get 1 hour break. Right? Oh, sorry, 9 to 6 for me at least. You get 1 hour break, and it's not paid for. And you don't know. I don't know if it's a weird thing, but I wish like the hour break could be used to like leave early, because I would just do that. That would be
tack that
much
onto the
better.
end. It'd be great, but no, they don't want you to leave. You ain't going nowhere.
They don't want you to leave. They want you to work till the end. Fuck it, whatever.
Yep.
Regardless of that, yes, the routine. It goes down to 6 o'clock, let's say. Then what do you do after? You're getting ready to go home. You're tired. You're gonna go home.
You don't do anything.
You gotta eat though. It's 6 o'clock. It's almost time to eat. You gotta cook. So you're working again. You're cooking for an hour, right?
By that time it's 7.
It's 8 o'clock now because you ate now. Now you're fucking exhausted. What do you do now?
Probably sit down and watch some TV. Go on your phone.
Sit down, watch TV. Waste 2-3 hours, and you probably sleep at 11.
Easy.
And then rinsing.
That's
and
your day. Exactly, and that's what I meant by. That's what I meant. Do you live to work, or do you work for the? And the other end of the spectrum is what I mean by work to live is this is how I've over the past couple of years. This is how I've been looking at an outlook of life and work. I use the money that I get from my job to be a vehicle to get me things in life, in places in life that I want to go. So I used to in my younger years. I guess it's about outlook and your goals, right? In my younger years, like when you grow up, you're taught to, like when you hit 16, right? Part-time job is right away work. And I think a lot of younger people, especially, teens, and then they get up to their mid-20s, even early 30s, they ideally live to work, right? Because that's what's drilled in your head all the time. Get a job, get a career, go, pedal to the metal, don't stop, right? For me, I mean, I was always the same way, right? Everybody needs a job. I've always worked my whole life, but I'm a deep thinker, and I always think like, what are my goals? How do I get to these goals, right? And I've started to form instead of like a lot of people, like you said, the 9 to 5, you get home, you cook, by that time you sit down and you actually relax, enjoy your day is over. A lot of people's life surrounds work. I think it should be the other way around. A lot of people's, lives, work should be something that your life doesn't revolve around, right? You should not necessarily focus on work. You should see how work fits into your life, where your life fits into work. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, don't cater your life to fit to work. Do it the other way around. Find a job that suits your lifestyle. That's what I meant to say. In simpler words, find a job that suits your life. And I've actually managed to find a job I'm in right now that is perfect for my lifestyle. It gives me time in the morning. I go to work in the afternoon. I get home late at night, but it gives me a lot of time in the morning, and it suits my lifestyle. The hours, the days of week, everything works out. And that's what I think life should be about, at least for me. Find a job or a career path or anything that you have to dedicate time to get money back and forth, which is an exchange, is business. Make it fit, make it work for you rather than you work for them. That's my thought about it.
I'd say as well, living to work doesn't have to be bad as well, but there are some sacrifices you have to make. For example, and I would say this one is quite important, is like, what is your time utilization? So like, this is going to be a bit nerdy, right? I want to go a little bit kind of nerd school here.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.
You're going to have to cut your hours of sleep, and it sucks, but you're going to have to do it. So if your intention is, I want to be happy whilst living to work, right? You got to make some kind of joy in it. So you're going to wake up, right? You're not going to wake up at 8 or 7 o'clock anymore. You're going to wake up at 5:30, right? You're going to wake up, shower with a nice cold shower, and by that time it'll be 6. Do your morning routine, another hour left. Cool. You're done. So that's 6 o'clock. Now it's 7 o'clock. Go to the gym for an hour, right? Do some swimming, whatever you want to do. In that hour in the morning, you have time to like mess around. You don't have to shower in the morning. Instead, you can go to the gym instead. Then shower at the gym and kind of use your time a bit more meaningfully, and it doesn't have to be so bad. Now, this sounds like I'm a manager at work saying, hey, you can balance your life, but when you're in a shit situation, you got to make the most of it. So yes, use your mornings a bit better. Wake up a little earlier, sleep a little bit later. That's fine, as long as you can manage with 6 hours of sleep, which some people can, some people can't.
Exactly.
You got to make sacrifices somewhere. And it has to be, sleep, unfortunately. But you can raise your energy levels throughout the day,
Oh, I agree. I agree. Time utilization is a big thing. It's a big thing. Like I said, if you work a 9 to 5 and you get home and you have to cook, by the time it's 7, after you're done eating, it's almost 8, and then you barely have any time in your day to hang out with your family, your friends, or do whatever. Wake up earlier. Dedicate some activities or things you want to do in the evening to the morning. Or even better yet, cook in the morning so when you get home, you just heat it up in the evening. There's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of things to do.
I have a friend who has 2 jobs, right? And I just think it's crazy. And he has a family too. So crazy, what he said to me is that because he split up with his significant other for a while. So what he did was he was living alone, working 2 jobs. Tough. Very, very tough. And he would go university as well on top of that. And he was sleeping in university. That's how bad it was. But props to the guy. He was really strong and he had a really good mental. So what he did was to cook. He would get a slow cooker and he would chuck shit in there. Just, all he has to do is chop shit up and just chuck it in that slow cooker and just let it go. And by the time he's home, all that food is cooked. It's slow cooked and it's perfect. It's right there. You don't have to, spend an hour prepping and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Cut some veggies, make a little bit of a broth, chuck it all in the slow cooker and just leave it. And look what happens. He's got food. He's got stuff made at home. He doesn't have to worry about cooking. And all it is just pick up and go, and rinse and repeat the same thing. You can make the most of it. I know people are in a shit position similar to that, but to make the most of it, you really have to kind of motivate yourself to use more hours of the day to kind of make it easier for you. Since you're gonna be after work, you're gonna be tired. It's just a thing. And
100%.
Why not take a nap? Why not eat food then take a nap, or take a nap and eat food? You have that ability because you prepped in the morning. Use your morning better is probably what my advice would be if you're in that position. Yeah.
I'm on the other end of the spectrum. My advice to you would be, like I said, find a job, explore. You know what's really big right now, which I've seen on social media, is career hopping. Have you heard of that term before?
Yeah, but I don't know how viable it is for people who have stable rent. Rent is always stable, but they don't have stable income.
And that's the thing, right? It's about I feel like the more, say, I understand, you're in a relationship, you have kids, right? Those are all variables. Those are all, I don't want to call them restraints, but those are all variables. And the more variables you have, the less mobility you have. You get me?
That's
so
true.
The less variables you have, the more mobility. I'm single, I have no kids, I have pups, and I could do whatever I want. I can jump from this job to that job. But the term career hopping is more I guess the corporate world, you could look at it that way, or just job zero. If you're going lateral or even vertical, right? So you're going from, you're in a position, you've been here at this company so far, you can't go up, you can't go sideways, you don't want to go down. So what do? You go to another company, right? And they offer you more money, right? You can either stay in the same career or you can hop to a totally different career, but around the same realm, right? But always, it's good for your pay, your salary, your pay always goes up. Ideally, when you jump from job to job, or your hours get better, or something gets better, or ideally just career hop to the point where you find something that suits your lifestyle. Like I said, something that suits your life rather than revolving your life around work. You're pushing things aside, like your responsibilities or your friends or your family or your hobbies. Hobbies are a big one, or a second business, or your ambitions is a big one. People push aside just to suit a job. And then 3, 4, 5 years down the road, they're looking well, I could have done this, but I didn't because I was so wrapped up in my job. Right? Yeah. I get it. Some people are going to sit here and say, oh, gee, you know what you're talking about. That makes sense because, like I said, I have kids, I have a family, I have so many obligations, and you can still do it then. Just, I guess what it comes down to is, at the end of the day, for me, it's just about enjoying life. We have one life. It's not a test run. It's not a trial period. We got one life. You got to live it.
Got to make the most of it. You have to.
Exactly.
Time is always fleeting, and it sucks. I'm always thinking about, I'm going to be turning 30, and it sucks for me. But there's people who are 30 having the time of their life. Why can't I do that right now? let me be in that position. You got to use your hours. Got to do what you can. If that means career hopping, if that means, finding a job that's a bit more amenable to your hours and still pays decent, rather have that. Why not have a lower paying job, but you have more hours? You can be fulfilled as long as you're able to pay your bills and do your basic necessities. Why not have that extra hour to do something you love, your hobby, whatever it is?
Bang, exactly. And that makes life that much fulfilling, because whether we like it or not, a lot of people do, and I've met a lot of people in different career paths and different jobs. One recently, I met this individual, and she said, and I was like, well, she wanted to go vertical, right? She wanted to do a promotion. She had to grind her ass off, not even for a promise, just a hope, right? And I looked at her and I said, like, what are you going to stay at the company? Are you happy with this? She says, yeah, I finally found a place I can work. And that was it. She was probably in her late 30s, and that's where literally she wanted to spend the rest of her life. Like, I don't know, me, myself, when I can't wrap my head around being at like just a general 9 to 5 and being like, this is where I want to spend the rest of my life. I want to see the same people every day, day in and day out for the rest. I cannot mentally wrap my head around it.
But it's a funny thing as well. Like, the funny and the sad, I don't know how you take this, is in your 9 to 5s, you probably see your coworkers
more than your family.
You probably see them more than your mother, your father, your grandparents. You probably see your coworkers way more than anyone else, and you get sick of your coworkers. They're not fun. Some might be, but it's not fun to just be around the same set of people all the time, and you have no love for them. You have no enjoyment when you see them. I mean, you need family, you need friends. Coworkers can be your friends as well, but it's just you see the same set of people.
Are they really your friends though? That's a whole nother conversation itself. That's a whole nother conversation.
You got to be friendly. I mean, at some point, yes. Yeah. I've had friends in workplaces, and they've been really good, but it's just it's a matter of you kind of have to be nice to them. Otherwise, you're gonna have a shit time.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being cordial and respectful, but legit friends at work, I think that can get messy and be weird. But that's just me.
You can have friends though. You can. Why not? What stops you from being bros with your cubicle next door to you, right? What's wrong? What's wrong with being bros with them? Like, because at the end of the day, that's all you got.
Oh yeah. Like I said, being friend, like, hey, what's up, bro? Or how's you doing today? And small chat, chit chat. But taking that relationship outside of work, that's what I'm talking
I get
about.
what you mean now as well. It's what if that coworker is really lazy and he's causing your company to go down, and if you're bros with that person, you're friendly with that person, you lose that right to be critical. You kind of have to support them. Yeah,
drama. Yeah.
What about when you need to snitch on them for them doing something they're fucking up? You gotta cover your own back. You gotta be like, yo, this guy literally fucking burnt the printer, man. It wasn't me, and you're getting shit for it. You have to put I'll put that motherfucker under the bus.
Yeah, this man pooped and then clogged the toilet and it flooded everywhere. I'm snitching to HR, bro.
I'm snitching, bro. That's only one time to be. That's only one time you're allowed to snitch. And it's on a coworker because it's me. No, I agree.
But yeah. Man. But yeah, I mean, I just want, you guys as listeners and just everybody in general, whenever you guys listen, just think about that. Do you live to work or do you work to live? Right? Do you center your life around work or do you center work around your life? Do you make, do you adjust your life to, I guess, what is that word?
Cater?
Do you adjust your life? Yes, exactly. Do you adjust life to cater to work, or do you just work to cater to your life? Bang.
And also, are you best mates with your coworkers? Because I want to know that too.
Yeah, that little shit that pooped in the bathroom and clogged it up. Yeah, you best friends with Bob? You guys know Bob in the male section.
Bob from accounting? God damn.
Bob from accounting, exactly.
We all got that one coworker probably don't like, but man, they're humans too at the end of the day. But why are they so shit sometimes?
I've actually met some pretty cool coworkers. I'm not gonna lie. But I try to. My best is draw that line. I try to draw that line. not date them, but
Imagine if you dated them. That'd be so bad.
Would you? Okay.
You
Let
date
me,
them?
let me ask you this. Would you? Wait. Would you date a coworker? All right. Let me paint a picture. Let me paint a picture because it already sounds like you're against it. Let me paint a picture. You're new to the job. It's your first day. You're in training. You look across your cubicle or your monitor or whatever, and you see a baddie over there, right? You see a 10 out of 10.
Look, I got an answer for this. Yeah, I got an answer. She a baddie, she got thicky, she got a big body. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
I'm saying that's the perfect scenario. You know why? Okay. This is a perfect scenario. Yeah, I have a coworker and I'm working with her, and I go home and I'm being with her. Like, that is the perfect scenario. Why wouldn't you want that?
That'd be. I'm not gonna lie.
The second you motherfucking break up with that woman,
drama,
mate, you are gonna be in a shit position. Yo, HR gonna be talking to you a lot. You know, you're gonna get constant calls from HR. You're gonna get everyone in the all of your coworkers start turning against you, mate. It's gonna be horrid.
It could be horrid, or it could be not so horrid, right? But that after the picture I painted, it sounds like you're looking for a baddie with a baddie, like you said. Would you date her?
Yeah, right? I mean, like, why not?
You would?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, if I wasn't taken, I would date that person. But yeah. Why wouldn't you date a coworker? Right? It's convenient. It's good, but there's also negatives. There's a lot of negatives.
There's so many negatives, man. A lot of people would say like, "Don't shit where you eat," right? And they used to be like, whatever. But I feel like that's true. For me, I would not date. So I wouldn't seriously date somebody at my job because there's so many variables. They could get. They can get in trouble, or they could do something which I have to report, or they could affect my job, or you start dating them and they feel like they can slack off, or say if you're their superior, their manager, or they're your manager, or there's so many things that can go wrong. Drama at work, that person could be lying at work. There's a lot. Or like you said, it could be the best opportunity, ideal situation ever. Me, I would not date someone at work, but I would definitely,
mess around.
You know where I'm going with this. You know where I'm going with this.
Fucking messing around, you little fucking dirty dog. Wait, what the fuck?
But that's what I have before. But it's just for me. I feel like you're going like full bore. Like I would date somebody at work. I'm more of a person to keep my emotions out of it. Like, hey, me and you are chill. Let's do what it do.
That is a conversation for another time.
Bro, that's a whole nother
bit. That's another conversation.
How about we save that one? We'll save that one. We'll save that one for the next one. We'll put it in fun. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, I was about to go off on a tangent, a rant about it. But yeah. Sure.
That's good.
But yeah, I guess we'll propose that to the audience. But yeah, we'll definitely drop that in an upcoming episode. We'll have a whole little section about it too. I think a lot of people would love to talk about that. And I would be dope to hear some of the listeners' horror stories, or even like happy stories. And I
want to hear that. I want to hear that shit. Tell me about your story.
And I know for a fact there's a lot of you sickos out there that got fantasies about getting with somebody at work. So we know what it is. Whether you're a guy or a girl, don't look away. I'm looking at you. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh shit.
So yes. No, not I'm talking like man out there.
You talking about me?
But yeah, so. But yeah, that's a whole nother topic. We'll throw out another episode. But I think we wrapped it up. Do you live to work or to work to live? But yeah, like I said, I mean, if when you guys do comment, definitely drop down in the comment section like, hey, your perspective on it, of how work and life should be balanced, or vice versa, or your perspective on it. It'd be much appreciated.
Here's the thing. You come home from work now, you're chilling on your TV. You put your TV on. You're watching a series. What are you watching right now?
Oh, what am I watching? I'm watching Stranger Things.
Season 4's out.
Stranger Things. Stranger Things 8, 9. I'm watching The Boys. I'm watching another show on Amazon with Chris Pratt. It just dropped, I think, yesterday. Yeah, he's like an operator. He's going through some shit. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. What about you?
Like a 999 operator, or?
No, not like a 999. It's let me look this up.
Is he a firefighter?
No, he's like military, right?
Oh, military operation.
Yeah. He's like military. And they go over, and that's what it is. I think I have it. Let me see if I can grab it. It is the Terminal List. It's good. Brand new. Dropped on Amazon Prime Video. So if you have Amazon Prime Video, definitely check it out.
And you seen the first episode?
Mm-hmm. I might say on the second episode. It's good.
Oh, damn. Give us a quick synopsis, and then we'll move on to The Boys.
I will say, first off, how many times have you actually seen Chris Pratt in a TV show? Very rarely, right?
Well, wasn't he in The Office, the American Office?
I mean, he was in the American Office, but that's years ago. But like, Chris Pratt is a AAA amazing
Hollywood
actor.
Yeah.
Hollywood, bro. And I can only imagine how much money Amazon had to shell out to pay him. But I mean, Amazon's rich as it is, so they could easily afford it. But the show is phenomenal. So basically, the Terminal List is I don't want to ruin everything, but basically, he's part of an operative group in the Navy. I don't think they really talk about the name of the unit, but you know, it starts off they're on a mission, and they're on this mission, and anything that can go bad goes bad. Shit goes south real quick. People are getting shot, things are getting blown up, everybody's panicking, it's chaos. Long story short, the mission was not successful. And you start to think to yourself, what kind of start is this? They go in, they get messed up, and they come back out. But then it kind of, as you progress throughout the episodes, it paints a picture of why that happened and what happened. But clearly, Chris Pratt, he survived along with a few other people. And I mean, he's racked, and he's going through some stuff. I'll leave it there because if I say anything more, I'm going to ruin it. But he's definitely going through some stuff. I mean, it's a thriller. It's action packed. It's pretty realistic. I would say the closest thing, like if you like conspiracy theories, this is like right there, right? So
you know what? That's gonna be my next watch list.
Oh, bro, yeah, like hit Assassins, Dark Ops, yeah. If that's what you like, this is for you. It is so good. So I gotta finish that up. I'll probably finish it up tomorrow or tonight. Who knows? See what I gotta do.
I'm gonna start that. But yeah, so what I want to talk about is The Boys. The Boys. It's coming up to the penultimate episode today. Oh, I say at the time of recording, which is 4th of July. So happy to you, Americans. The second to last episode is out, and what are your thoughts? I want to know. What do you think of it?
How about you share yours first?
All right. So what happens basically? Let's just discuss what happens. So if you haven't seen The Boys, it's been far too long. We're on season 3. Season 3, episode 7. So if you haven't watched until that point, I'd recommend tuning out right now, because that's what we're going to talk about for the next 10-15 minutes. So yeah, tune out now. It's literally your last warning. So yeah, episode 7, big episode. It's basically a huge shock. You know, I don't know if you watched it as well, but you did watch it, but I don't know if you were as shocked as me, because that revelation was kind of crazy. It's where Soldier Boy there's the father. You are the father.
That was I did not see that coming. But it makes sense now. It makes sense.
Did you expect Soldier Boy? Well, I expected it, but Soldier Boy turned on the group. But why did he turn on? That was so weird as well, because all Huey wanted to do was just wake up Butcher. That's all he wanted to do was just wake him up.
I mean, but look at it this way: the dude got betrayed by his group. He's put into cryo sleep or whatever, however they put him, chemically induced slumber, a mind thing. Basically betrayed by his family, corporate family, what you want to call them, his superhero group. And then he wakes up and all he wants is revenge. And you have this little guy who's taking temporary V, flopping around butt naked, teleporting everybody, the weirdest fucking power. And then some guy who's just a douche. Would you really give, come on. If I was on a revenge path, I don't care who's who. No one's getting my way. So I kind of look at it that way.
That's true. But that's the thing. They broke up with each other, right? The little group, they broke up with each other. And it's because he wants to go on a tirade and work with Soldier Boy and MM Mother's Milk. He's against the idea because he has some history with Soldier Boy, which wasn't really communicated too well. I forgot what was the reason why he doesn't like
No,
him?
it was actually they actually
Killed his
spread it out.
dad?
So initially, you kind of know he has this beef, right, with the Soldier Boy, and they kind of drip feed it to you throughout the upcoming episodes. So basically, what happened was Soldier Boy was like, I think in their neighborhood doing something, fighting crime, and pretty much threw a car through the house.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Yeah, and it killed his dad,
Grandpa,
right?
dad, whatever it is.
Yeah. His basically father figure. And I don't know if it killed any of his others. No, it just got his father, I believe. His grandpa, I think.
So he got his he got that. So I guess he is supposed to be angry as well, which makes sense. I agree. But I think they could have worked a bit better together. But that's just the movie. Hey, so that's pretty cool. Starlight, what's Starlight doing? Starlight is on a she's a bad bitch, man. She went from exposed him, and that was brilliant. I thought the way she did that was just class. And she went into the
cell phone.
The cell phone. She went back into the Hero Tower after saying that Homelander is horrible. Then she got evidence. And then, not only that, she's going to steal some Compound V for Kimiko. So that's pretty cool. So that whole little story is pretty freaking awesome.
And as you see, Homelander is just losing it. That man is unraveling. Like, he is panicking. I think what really shook him up is that last episode, Hero-gasm. He got his shit rocked.
He was so scared of Soldier Boy and Butcher and Huey as well. They were holding him down. But all of that, like, I think that the last episode is going to be so crazy. Now the two strongest heroes or superpowered hero people are now at the top, and they're friends. Yeah, they're father and son.
I have two theories, right?
Yeah,
hear me out. I have two theories. So the season's gonna wrap up. Obviously, we know there's another season coming. Why wouldn't there be? The show's phenomenal. I mean, the viewership's insane, and it'd be amazing if they made a movie out of it. Whatever. So I have two theories. Either Soldier Boy is going to murder and kill, rightfully so, the rest of the group, along with who's the main villain? You just said his name.
Homelander.
I don't know. He's gonna kill Homelander, and then Soldier Boy is gonna be the new villain.
Oh,
right.
Interesting.
Or, I mean, because we all found out, and I mean, it's basically a revelation that Soldier Boy is the father of Homelander. They're both going to team up and just wreck the world. Or Soldier Boy is going to die to his son. And Homelander's going to just be the next villain next season. I don't know. That's my... I said two, but now three.
Surely
I feel like Homelander is the reason a lot of people watch the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude's a G. Like, regardless of his actions, whatever he's done, he is a menace to society. The dude is
Everyone loves to hate him, which is amazing. It's a good trait.
Exactly.
It's like the one from Game of Thrones.
Joffrey.
Everyone hated him. They loved to hate him because he was good at what he did. And Homelander is the same. Everyone hates him for a good reason. He's done a good job.
And people cannot wait to see Joffrey's downfall. That's why people cannot wait to see. I feel like that's what's carrying most of the hype. People cannot wait to see Homelander get rocked again for the second time, or he's not going to get rocked, but who knows? But I think this next episode, a lot of people are going to die.
I have a theory, right? I have a theory. If Homelander is Soldier Boy's son, right? Homelander is Soldier Boy's son, right? What other superhero that we've seen in the movie could fly? What other superhero could fly?
The son, the little boy, Butcher's son.
Aside from Homelander's son, right?
Okay. What other? Who can?
A name begins with Storm and ends with Front. Stormfront. So
I thought Stormfront was dead.
Stormfront was dead.
Wait,
but who was she dating? She was dating fucking Homelander, and she was banging him. But if it is true, and he did say Soldier Boy did say he ejaculated into a cup, and then the carrier must have been Stormfront because she's the only one that can fly, and they both merged together and they create Homelander. So Stormfront is actually Homelander's mother, and they've been banging.
No.
Yes.
No. Wait. No. Wait. That's a theory. That's not confirmed, right?
No. It's not confirmed. It's just what I'm thinking.
Okay. Whew, you scared the shit out of me, bro. I was like, wait. I'm like, you know that
Imagine.
meme where the guy's sitting there with the mask kind of going, throughout his head. I'm sitting there like, wait, what is? I'm holding my head. What is happening, bro? That would be twisted.
Imagine if that is true. He just committed incest, basically.
Well, that's weird because Stormfront came on to him. But
she didn't know. Maybe she didn't know. Maybe she donated her eggs and he was grown in like an IVF tube, right?
And Homelander's always had this weird obsession about. I mean, Homelander, whether we like it or not, he's a sub. He's a sub.
He likes milk, basically.
He likes to be domed. Yeah.
So I'm thinking she donated her eggs because she's a strong hero at the time. Yeah. And Soldier Boy, just in a cup, basically, and then donated it to I forgot the scientist's name, Jaeger bomb or something bomb. He gave it to him, created, then Homelander is born, and bang, he's now committed incest with his mother, and no one's told anyone anything because it's always been like a secret.
Can you imagine getting a bomb dropped on you? Hey, by the way, Soldier Boy's your dad, and also that lady was your mom. Like, I would lose my shit.
He go Back to the Future.
That's wild.
That's crazy. That's my theory. That's my theory, and I don't know if it's true, but it could be. I wouldn't put it past the boys doing that.
Dude, they definitely thrown some. They thrown some curveballs, so I wouldn't put it past them either.
And my second theory is Soldier Boy and Homelander are going to come up with an idea, right, to basically go on a mass murder spree. But Homelander's going to pull out, and Soldier Boy is going to kill a bunch of people, and everyone's going to be against Soldier Boy, and Homelander's going to be the hero once more. So he's going to rebuild his identity again because Starlight just exposed him. Right, so he's down in the dumps. He's shit right now. He's low on ratings. He's been called a traitor, a liar, whatever. To gain that trust back, he's gonna force his dad to do some crazy shit, and then he's going to go in, swoop in, save the day with the Deep, with whoever. Because we saw, was it Black Noir? Also, he's an enemy. He doesn't like Soldier Boy, so he might also do something similar.
Yeah, we saw some pretty good development on Black Noir. We kind of sat down and had the cartoons hopping around. That was obviously him going through a bunch of trauma. And it seems like via the cartoon, Soldier Boy did a number on him.
Soldier Boy did crazy stuff. And the whole group went after him. So they managed to sedate him, give him to the Russians, and bam. Soldier Boy is now souped up like to the max. That gets me thinking. He can suck powers, can't he? With his ability. Yeah,
so that beam that comes out of his chest, I don't think he even knows how he does it.
I think it's just anger or some sort of thing.
Do you think he knows he sucks powers? I don't think he knows he sucks powers yet.
Not yet, no. Because Kimiko is the only one who said that happened to her, and she didn't say it out loud.
So, and I think, hear me out, I think this is what it is. I think during that time where he had those weird experiments going on, I think he developed an adverse reaction, not another superpower, but another ability. So yeah.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
And I also think, hear me out, that Soldier Boy wasn't given to the Russians via an accident, right? It just came out of nowhere. He was rebelling. The crew said, "We had enough of you. We pushed over there." I think whether it's the Russians, whether it's America, or some different entity wanted to use Soldier Boy as a weapon. I mean, Soldier Boy is a weapon, but imagine having a weapon at your disposal that you can literally unsuper a super. That is insane. You can literally rule the world.
That's true, but didn't in the cartoon, according to the cartoon that Black Noir was looking at, the head, I'm so bad with names, the head of Vought, the guy who just got kind of kicked out of Vought right now.
Yeah, you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said to Black Noir that you can get rid of him, you can do whatever you want, right? He basically motivated him to do something about it. So maybe he sold out. I have no idea.
I really don't think I can't get his name. The only his face pops up because I watched Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. He's an amazing actor, but I think there's a plan. I think he has a plan because there's no way that dude was calculated and smart. There's no way he's just gonna step down and be like, "All right, guys, peace. 100%. You got me."
There's so many players in this game. You got to think about it. Like, it's not only just Homelander. It's not only just Soldier Boy. It's the boys as well. It's Kimiko. It's Huey. It's all of them. Frenchie, everyone. So it's
what about Maeve?
Maeve, it's Starlight. And A-Train just got his bloody powers back as well. It's like,
yeah, A-Train technically did. But okay, so let's touch on Maeve. So obviously Homelander has Maeve in some secret facility, right? Yeah. And his plan is to take her eggs and inseminate them and make a child stronger than his previous one, he believes, right?
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
That is wild in itself. Obviously, Maeve is not going to go down without a fight, which is dope. So who knows what's going to happen there? But the one that is actually a wild card is Victoria Newman. You know Victoria Newman?
Head popper?
The head. Remember when she made her appearance? When you finally saw her super? That blew my mind. I was like, wait, what is going on?
It's going nuts is what's going on.
Shit is going wild right now. So, like you said, there's so many loose ends and so many variables. Kimiko's going to get... I feel like, I don't know. I kind of feel like Kimiko getting her power back is kind of like a gift and a curse. I feel like something bad's coming.
Yeah, something bad's coming. People are going to die, and it's going to go nuts.
Oh, yeah. It's going to go south. And then and then we have, what is his name? The fish guy. The Deep. The Deep.
Yes.
Bro,
and that scene was
bro, everybody's fighting to death. This man's over having a menage a trois with an octopus. This man's got his priorities twisted.
And his woman's now left him, so that means that he's probably going down, and he's going down under.
Oh, he's definitely going down under. He's definitely going back. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel sorry for the Deep in this newest season. The Deep he's fucked up. He's done some dumb shit, but he's obviously clearly being used by his partner. And now all we've seen is they broken up because he asked to have a menage a trois with an octopus. She wasn't down with it, which kind of blew my mind because the fact that she was so hungry, she's so hungry to get success. Deep to success because she would be successsaid.
True,
right?
But I don't even think it was for her own success. I think he genuinely liked him.
No. Because when he said he has like a showing on the show or something like that, an opportunity. She said something like, "Okay, well we have to rehearse." And he's like, "No, babe, sit back, lean back, take your mind off it. Let's just relax. I know what I'm doing. I got us here." And she goes, "You got us here?"
Oh yeah.
True. No, bro. There's been hints dropped through so many episodes that she's just like, remember when he had to eat the octopus?
Yeah.
Bro, she texted him and she was like, "Eat it. You better eat it."
True.
Bro.
That's true.
So her backing out that easy, of her being like, "Oh no, I'm good." And something's happening. Either she's going to pull an audible and come back and be like, "Yo, I'm sorry," or she's going to pivot to somebody else and use somebody else's fame. I don't know. She's got a plan, but there's so many.
A-Train? No, it can't be. Oh, no, imagine if it's A-Train. No, it can't be A-Train.
No, A-Train's not that stupid. A-Train, I feel like A-Train's finally seen the light.
He might do a comeback.
He might, but man, he knows he can't be Homelander. But the fact that he betrayed. Remember when they told him the plan? Sorry, he told him the plan.
Out.
No,
he snitched out Starlight's
that
friend.
guy. Yeah. Sorry told the guy. The guy told A-Train because he thought he was gonna, good with the cahoots, good with the group, and fight Homelander. But then he got betrayed. So it's like, ooh, man, I don't know what's gonna go on. But this show is amazing.
I agree. There is so much, like, in the end, the last episode, there's so much that can happen. There's so much.
Yeah.
I think from either total chaos, right? Because it'll end on a cliffhanger for sure.
100%.
Sure. And I don't know what Homelander's going to think. Like, because Homelander's just come up with this now revelation that's his dad. But we don't know if he's going to join up with him or not. We have no idea. So that's still on the table, whether we like it or not.
There's a lot of going on. But what I will say, have my hats off. Bravo to Amazon. Bravo, this show is phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of superhero shows, whether it's DC or Marvel. I really don't care. I enjoy them both. I'm a fan of dark, gritty superhero shows and movies where they show the true side. Because think of it, not everything is candy canes and gumdrops and cotton candy. I mean, what they depict in The Boys is literally what would happen. I feel like that's exactly what would happen if, for some odd reason, humans evolved or somebody figured out a serum to give people superpowers. That's exactly what would happen. It'd be all-out war. It'd be commercialized, corporized, and that'd be it. It'd be business.
I 100% think that there'll be mass casualties and also just normal casualties as well. I think, like, imagine the Flash. Can the Flash really go from point A to point B without hitting anyone or anything?
No.
Or any animal? He's running through people just like A-Train did. He's going to run through people.
Especially when they first get their powers. Oh, he's running right through people and things and houses.
Right people. And that's why I love The Boys, and I cannot wait for the new episode of Invincible as well. That's going to be crazy.
New season, right?
When the new seasons of Invincible comes out, that's
I
don't know when it is, but
that's another show. It's gonna be.
It's similar, but it's so good.
Yeah, I remember when I'm looked that up. Invincible new season. I remember when the show dropped. I remember coming across it on the preview screen, and I was like, "Looks childish," right? Because I'm a huge anime fan. But anybody that watches anime knows that American anime, some people call them cartoons, has a specific style, a very simplistic, very blocky, not really fluid. The same. So if anybody's watched the Marvel cartoons or even the DC cartoons, you know what I'm talking about. And when I saw that, I was like, ugh, that kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, nah, I'm good. But the show's phenomenal.
I agree. I can't wait for that one. That's a new. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but that's definitely something I'm waiting for. I'm hyped for. And The Boys as well. The next episode is coming out in 4 or 5 days, and that's gonna be amazing too. So we got a whole load of stuff to go through, and I can't wait.
Oh, dude, TV. One thing I will say is TV's been just killing it right now. Movies, not so much. So TV's been definitely picking up the slack.
I'm definitely quite upset. There's not been crazy good releases. I know there's some Thor: Love and Thunder's coming out. Recently we had Top Gun. We had all these other. We also had Minions. It's just not. It's not hitting hard. It's been a very mellow year of
it has
kind of mess stuff. I think the best movie I watched this year was probably what's that? It was the not Multiverse of Madness. It was the Everything Everywhere All at Once, something like that.
Yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That was one of my favorite movies. It was really, really good. I don't think there was anything like that. Even Multiverse of Madness was okay, but it just didn't hit the same. It was meh.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was definitely one of those movies I enjoyed watching. It wasn't horrible, but I liked it.
Spider-Man was good though. I like Spider-Man. That was good.
Spider-Man will always be good. Those will always be good.
And then a hit that I did not expect that I would like was the movie called Uncharted. I absolutely love fucking Uncharted. That is so
good.
Amazing. It was so good. They pulled that off quite decent. Amazing set pieces. Did you watch it?
Oh yeah, Uncharted with Tom Holland.
Yeah. It was amazing. Oh, yeah. Great set pieces. Great action. I was fully in my seat. Oh my god, I can't wait to.
Yeah. That was one of the few. Movies that are adaptations of video games I've actually enjoyed in quite some time.
Look, I'm a fan of Uncharted as well, right? I played Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Uncharted 4, Uncharted Lost Legacy. I played all of the Uncharted games. And I must say, even though it's not an accurate representation of Uncharted, it's still a good, I wouldn't say adaptation. It's a good derivation, or it's derived from Uncharted. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good from what it is, right? And I'm
The rip-
sure it will only get better.
Oh yeah, it'll be good. Definitely be good. But yeah, man, there's a lot of. I mean, gaming. What's coming out? Anything coming out in gaming anytime soon?
Gaming of Modern Warfare 2. Is that what it is? Modern Warfare 2 is coming out, and
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 is coming out.
Yeah, Overwatch, man. Overwatch, some Overwatch. But yeah, Modern Warfare 2. I'm looking forward to that.
Although I'm not excited for Overwatch 2. I mean, it's becoming free to play, so everyone's going to be able to play it anyway.
Isn't that kind of saw that coming a mile away.
They're doing the same free to play system, which is down as basically as Fortnite. There's going to be a battle pass, there'll be tiers, there'll be skins you can purchase, exclusive ones, blah blah blah. Same old spiel. Spend money, get skins. As if we don't have many skins already in that game. But it's cool that they're allowing you to keep your old skins from like Overwatch 1.
That's good. I think sales have definitely took a downturn for quite some time. So like, how could we not just drop this game and then kind of go, but keep the hype up there, free to play. A lot of games have been doing that. I feel like that's the formula now. You launch your game, pay full price, people like it, dies down. Other games overshadow your game, drop it free to play. I feel like that's been the move for quite some time.
There's some good games coming out. There's this year at least. Spider-Man is coming out on PC. So I don't know if you played it on PlayStation, but it's coming out on PC now, so everyone can enjoy it pretty much.
That's good.
Something I'm looking forward to. Definitely. There is also I don't know if it's coming out this year or not, but it's Starfield. That's coming out soon.
Oh yeah. There's so Starfield is that intergalactic space game. A lot of people are drawing similarities to the other space game.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't. To be honest, if it's higher res, better graphics, like it's more kind of realistic compared to the cartoony style in No Man's Sky,
I'll take it.
I'll be down.
Oh, I'm right down.
If it's multiplayer, I'm grabbing you. We're going on a space adventure, mate.
Yeah, I don't care if it's a complete copy, just high res. I'll take it. I'm not a fan of the cartoon graphics.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's just too kind of Minecrafty ish. Although Minecraft's not bad, it's just like that gets kind of old.
Yeah, I agree. You really gotta like the game to kind of stick out the graphics. But I would love a new Def Jam fighting game. That'd be pretty dope. But
I'm a Tekken nerd. Well, I'm not good at Tekken. I can't do all the combos and shit that people do. But I've grown up with Tekken my whole life and Mortal Kombat. So I'm waiting for those reiterations to come out with the next versions of those. I don't know if they will do it, but I can't wait for those if they come out.
That'd be good.
Last of Us remake is coming out as well on PC. So
wait,
that'll be nice.
The Last of Us remaster? Is it just so it pretty much is the same game? Nothing, no new storyline.
Yeah.
Wait, like
improved graphics.
Okay, when they say remake, is it just the same storyline, just better graphics?
Yeah, same storyline, better graphics.
Oh no, I'm good.
Trust me. I don't know if there's a comparison, but the comparison between the old stuff. I played this game back when it released, and it was great for that time. But now I look at it and it's quite dated. But in that new remake, it looks insane, and it looks so good that I kind of want to replay it again, just to see all the differences and all the gameplay changes and all that. But yeah, that's probably something that I will definitely get myself into. But obviously, it might not be for you, but for sure.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah, that works. I say, hey, to each their own.
Yeah, I mean there'll be so many games. I'm just waiting for multiplayer games. Honestly, I've not seen many of those.
Yeah, there is a. I think we should have enough time left. There is a. Real quick, I have this pet peeve. I have this thing that irks me to my soul, and I can't shake it. And a lot of people, if you do know me, you follow me on Twitter. I commented on a thread, and this thread was actually pretty interesting. Somebody, I won't say the screen name, but pretty much somebody said, I'll take the hey, I'm gonna be busy reply rather than no reply at all for hours, right? I don't know how, but this tweet blew up, came across my timeline. I was like, I don't really comment on Twitter. I kind of just creep from a distance. But I was like, okay, I can relate with this one, right? So I pretty much commented. I said, and this is what I truly believe. I don't, whether people like it or not, whether you disagree or agree, that's how I feel. I said pretty much, if they can't wrap their head around basic communication, then they aren't worth your energy. And some people might be like, well, that doesn't work for every situation. So many variables, everything's not cut and dry, but I'm a true believer of that.
No, I agree. 100%. 100%. I have a friend, and I'm not going to say his name, and he probably knows who it is if he's listening in.
If he's listening.
Yeah. He has the tendency of just saying nothing. And then we make a plan with the whole group, and it's like, oh, let's just do X, Y, and Z on Saturday, right? Everyone will say yes. We're all good. And he'll just sit there. He'll read all the messages, wouldn't say a word. Push comes to shove, we do another confirmation. Hey, everyone good to go? Everyone's saying yes. So we kind of push him, and he's saying that, yeah. He's basically like kind of reading all the messages, not saying anything. Keep pressing him. Day of, and he's like, sorry, got to take care of X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, no, bro. My God.
Nope. This is a long conversation I'm willing to have. I don't know if you want to have this now or say this for another episode, but this goes from friendships to family members. This goes to girlfriend, boyfriends. This goes to relationships. This is, a can of worms that a lot of people have opened and can't close.
This goes to the next episode. This will be our first topic that we will talk about on the next episode. But you gotta tune in for that one.
That's gonna be a juicy one. Oh man, bro, like I'm not even gonna talk about it because I was about to go on a rant. I was about to go in. I was another hour, but I was about to go in.
That's a good topic for next episode.
So we basically have coming next couple episodes. We have we'll just call it Left on Red. But people airing people out, and then we have the other one, the one we mentioned in the beginning of the episode. It was the what was the other topic we were gonna push another episode?
Look, we'll listen to it back and we'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode, and I really sincerely mean that from the bottom of my heart. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Excuse Our Banter. I'm really, really excited. I know I'm excited. Sammy's equally excited. We're both really hyped. About making this another creative outlet of ours and actually just giving something to the community and building a community of like-minded individuals. Whether you're like-minded or you don't share the same mindset or we agree or disagree on different topics, we just want to be a catalyst in a conversation. That's it. That's all we aim to be at the end of the day, is have our podcast be content for you guys to enjoy throughout your day, whether you're at work or on a run or at the gym or hanging out. Have us be a catalyst for your conversations with you and your family, your friends, or even social media. Post on social media the questions we ask to ourselves or ask to you guys. This is going to be amazing. This is the first episode of hundreds to come. I promise you. We ain't dropping off. All things are only going to get better. The sky's the limit. We're coming for the throne.
For the throne.
It's going to, dude. Yeah. We have a lot of planned content coming out, but dude, yes. But like I said, thank you guys for joining us as a journey. If you joined us, it's going to be a great journey, and I hope you guys enjoy the ride.
Thank you for hanging out at Camp Banter. Next episode, we've already got our topics ready and lined up, so thank you.
We're already ready to go. And you guys got a little teaser, a little cliffhanger, kind of like the boys. I hope you guys are salivating. You guys are ready for the next episode because it's going to be a banger. It's going to be great. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode.